Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's finish the rest two topics, shall we? Yeah, I'm so excited about it. So, describe an important decision that you made. Okay, okay. So today I'm going to talk about a decision, an important one that I made, which is learning surfing. So, uh, the this decision comes from last week, in which when I was watching TV with my dad, and I saw a surfing athlete on television, and I find the sport interesting, and I would say that that sport inspire me to to try new things. Yeah. So to me, learning surfing, it is something difficult, yet it is intriguing because you have to learn how to control the wave, as well as how to control the pressure of the water inside the water. So I plan to start to learn this sport on the next summer on beaches in Vietnam. It could be from beaches in Phu Quoc Island or from Da Nang Beach. Yeah. So the reason that I want to try this, I decide to try this new sport is because as I mentioned before, I want to strive I want to try new things, as because it helps me to broaden my horizon, and well, that is something and I want to take advantage of this opportunity, of this decision to go travel around Vietnam as well. Yeah. So of course, I will. In the future, I don't need to become a professional athlete, a surfing athlete, but it's just, I have certain skills that I can teach other in the future. That's what I want to become when learning surfing, and also I want to surf in Caribbean countries, as these countries, the countries in this area, countries in the areas are known to be the paradise of surfing, such as like Saint Kitts and Nevis, Saint Lucia, or Barbados. Okay. So do you think children sometimes have to make important decisions? To my point of view, I would say yes, because having giving an important decision will play a crucial role in improve in improving children's independence. So, um, I know a lot of parents who try to to make decisions for their children, and it's good in the short term, but in the long term, the children become more dependent on them, and they they are unable to to decide anything, and will this is I'll say this would be a downward trend. So, what important decisions do teenagers need to make after graduation? Let me see. To me, uh, the best decision, the vital decision that teenagers must make when they graduate is what jobs they will is to identify what jobs they will do in the future. Many people think that, well, it's not that difficult. You just need to do the jobs that make a lot of money. But the fact is not true. The fact is not true. Uh, Teenagers must consider whether the job is whether the job matches their personalities and their wish. Yeah. Otherwise, if they just run for the job that has a lot of money, that they will be incapable of finding the true meaning of their work and their life. So I would say that my cousin is a good illustration of this. in which he choose to study art, even though art is the job, the art, and he wants to become a painter, yeah, and which is not a high salary job, but after all, he's still happy with his life, and he never regrets about that, yeah. So who can children turn to for help when making decisions? I would say parents will be the person they need to look for first when it comes to making decision. And the main reason is because I would say the children are naive to the world surrounding them, and they are they are susceptible to bad things around it. Yeah. So the majority, according to reports, the majority of children who living who I would say that who are the majority of adults who commit crime has a wrong way or have a wrong way in their childhood because they do not make the right decision. They didn't have anyone to support them make the right decision. Yeah. So that is why I believe that having parents they have a lot of experience in life, and thus could help children to decide what is best for them. So do you think the influence of advertising is good? Let me see. To me, this is a downward trend be, due due to because it creates two consequences. The first one is it triggers consumerism among customers. Yeah, advertising provokes the sense, I would say, the behavior of buying from customers. So because of this, many customers choose to buy things that they do not even need, but they buy it because the advertisement, and this may make them become in debt, in which they are unable to afford anything else. And another reason is that another reason why advertising is bad is a negative trend is that um, it makes people become because it will create a false bias. I would say a false bias in customer mind about the products. Yeah. So let's just say that you see an advertising about, let's just say, a laptop yesterday, and the advertising said that this laptop is the high end and it runs smoothly and it has no problem, and then you decided to buy it in the next day. So and then you started to recognize that the the advertising is the advertising bluffed you, and and a sense of disappointment will rise from you, and this I believe it is a downward trend, and you started because you started to lose lose trust in the products. You will be extremely aware of, or might become an anti-laptop user. Yeah. So do you think advertisements can influence our decisions when shopping? Absolutely yes. In fact, many psychologists have mentioned that advertisements can even, segment the type of customers. Yeah. So let's so let's just talk about some fashion brand. For example, let's say Gucci. If you go to mega mall, or supermarkets, you will easily find that the majority of customers who attend Gucci shops are the rich. Yeah, because this because the advertisement of Gucci has formed a mindset in customers that they are the place of the rich. Only rich people can get in here. The poor and the medium are not allowed to be there. Yeah. So so that's why I believe that advertisement, it has a strong impact on our decisions when shopping. It it clarifies, it categorizes to it which shop should we buy. Yeah. So how do people usually make important decisions? Let me see. People will try to, um, let me see. They will try to utilize the time to think about the decision first. Then they will start to ask their relations about the decisions, and the relations opinion about the decision. Then they will start to, start to decide. Yeah. and and uh, and this will, I would say that this is good, but it's not enough, because it is good but not enough, because sometimes you will still regret about what you have chosen. So let's just say that my parents, they decided to buy a new car last week. Yeah. So how should I say? They My parents, consider to buy a Toyota a lot, but after they asking their friends to about what car brand should they buy. Yeah, they and when they receive the advices, they change their mind, and they buy a car from Mazda, from Mercedes, from Mercedes. And right after they bought it, they bought it, they feel regret about it. And that's why I believe that uh, people, even though will will think about it first, and then they will ask their relations before they give decision. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. So describe a job that interests people. Hmm. So today I'm going to talk about a work, an occupation that is interesting to many people, which is video editor. So I would say that I started to have a strong love for this job last week, when I was surfing on social media, to be more specific, that is Facebook. And I and I started to see a recruiting post from a company, asking people, looking for, video editors. And the main task of the job, I still remember, is to, to record the footages, and then edit it and post it on social media. And the reason that I find this job interesting, because is that uh, it allows people to travel many places. I mean, when you are, because I mean, you want to, recruit, sorry, you want to record a footage, and you have to, take your camera and go to the place that you want to record, right? And this also, to me, is a creative job that requires you to use full capacity of your creativity, and you will also receive high salary compared to other jobs. And also, this position in Vietnam is becoming a hot trend, because the social welfare, as the insurance for this job, is quietly high. Yeah. I mean, literally every company will support their video editors to travel and to support the lunch and dinner, which is, which I believe it is, uh, an appealing job to many people. So, what are the most popular jobs for young people in your country? Hmm. Uh, to me, that would be content marketing. So to be more specific, these jobs require people to create a campaign so that they could, advertise their products to their company's product to a lot of customers. So the reason that why young people are interested in this position is because this jobs, it has, I would say, it has a competitive salary in which if you do more and if you do more and you will receive more, and I believe this is the key to attract young people. and and I also and this job also uh, is, I would say this job is not is unlike, conventional jobs such as like accountant and lawyer. This job is integrate integrated with digital era. So and this is another reason why young people choose this job. They don't need to, go travel anywhere just to advertise. They can literally just to sit at their home, no need to go to the company, and they still can finish the jobs that the company in the company give them. So what is the difference between high income and low income jobs in your country? Uh, let's see. To me, the main difference between high income and low income jobs, that is the let me see. I think that is the difference about the type of job that they do. So I know that according to many reports on Vietnam market job market, the majority of high income jobs are kind of uh, like managing human resources, such as like to set KPI for employees, to find new talents for the companies as well. Whereas no income jobs, I would say, mostly involve in manual jobs. Yeah, manual jobs such as like workers and so on. Yeah, so this I think that the main reason is because Vietnamese people have a wrong mindset about the jobs. They think that uh, they always think in their mind that no income jobs require jobs that do not ask for education and qualification. Yeah, and only high income jobs need qualification, and I think this is the main difference. Which job has the highest salaries? Let me see. Let me see. To me, in every company, um, president, yeah, sorry, CEO, chief executive officer is a job that has the highest salaries. And the main reason is because this job requires the person to set up the foundation and strategy for whole company, so that the company will achieve their goal and become successful. And CEO also helps people also need to become a representatives again, the representatives to the law. So when every time the company has any problem, the CEO will have to, to be the person to be responsible for the consequences, which is why that I believe this is the highest position. And according to statistic in Vietnam, the average salary of CEO in Vietnam is for like yeah, I would say it's for like, 20,000 dollars a month on average. Yeah, which is higher compared to all other jobs. So when is the right time for young people to start making serious plans for their future careers? To me, I think that is the moment when they on grade 12, in other words, their last year of high school. So the main reason is because this year will they will have to think of the university and the careers that they have to choose to make money to raise themselves. And this time and this is the I would say this is the most appropriate moment for them to create a strategic plan for their future careers. So let's talk about. I would say that I am a good example for this because when I was in grade my grade 12, yeah, yeah, I started to create a strategy for my careers and even my my whole life. So I would say that my aim goal is to reach financial freedom before the age of 30. And to perform that, I set a plan for each year and I have to stick with it so that I will have a plan so that I won't be regret I won't regret about what I had done. But yeah, so so which job so which jobs pay no wages but require high level skills? That tricky one. Oh, okay. Um, of all jobs in the world, I could say that scientists are the jobs that pay you the low wages but ask you to have high I would say that high qualifications. The main reason is because this job is not attractive to many people because of the difficulty to achieve it. And even if you achieve it, you even if people achieve the level of qualification, let's just say that professor or doctorate degree, yeah, they still need to earn wages. They still have to involve in, I would say, that daily tasks that people with low level of skills still can do it. And they can only receive high amount of money if they finish that if they finish the projects that is helpful to the company or to the social. Yeah, but that I would say that rarely happens. And the majority of scientists nowadays, I would say that they receive a poor salary. On I would say that according to reports on I would say that for like five, you know, 2,000. I don't think that is. I mean, it's even for like $700 a month on average. Yeah. So do you think it's important for secondary schools to have offer career advice to students? To me, absolutely yes. I mean, it is vital to have students to decide which careers or which jobs should they do in the future. Yeah. So this is because the majority of the young students are ambiguous about their life. They just because because bef- they don't have because before that they before the graduation they never have to think of anything but but to make but to study at school to do the exam. But in but after graduation, when they start to head university and head to their work, they have to think of many things of various things such as like their food sheltering and food sheltering and relationships, which is why that uh, having offering career advice from school will play a crucial role in helping them to become more independent and I mean more independent, as well as more belief in themselves.